TNA.
All right, guys, you ready to get after it? We're going to start off reviewing the double under. We had a couple people that weren't here, so we're going to review the double under guard pass. Then we're going to go into working out of side control. Okay? Griffin, I'm proud of you, please. Well, don't laugh, old man. I'm going to get you too. Knee guard. All right, so double under guard pass. First and foremost, for the new folks that weren't here on Monday, rule number one for passing the guard: control the hips. Okay? If you do not control the hips, you will not pass guard, and then he's going to do all kinds of bad stuff to you. Right? Not my good time. We cross choked last week, so you know you stay here, you can get choked out. Right? We did the arm bar last week. You stay here, you get arm bar. Not anybody's idea of a good time. So, control the hip, control the hip. I like to use the same setup, and you've heard me say this before, I like the same setup for passing the guard. When I break the guard, hand grips are the same, I can switch to any of my guard passes without giving away what I'm going to do. Right? When controlling, my elbows are tight, my forearms are on the thighs. I'm going to bring the knee in behind, I'm going to step back and push down. As soon as those feet break apart, my elbows stay connected, I swim my hands under, I make sure the knees are on my shoulders, I'm going to gable grip, pinch my elbows, and then I'm going to scoop him up into my lap. Okay? From here, I'm going to try and put his knees in his mouth. When was the last time you ate?
Lunch.
Okay, perfect. So, just relax, take a breath, engage the core. Now we're going to go smash. Knees to the mouth. I'm going to lean forward, get on my toes. I'm going to come into a downward dog pipe. Deep collar grip and make a fist. My elbow goes on the shoulder, I'm going to lock him down. My hips turn a little bit, my shoulder drops a little bit. I'm going to lock his shoulder in. Notice his knees and hips also turn as I start to put pressure. I'm going to walk my body around, pivoting on the center of my chest, on the back of his thigh. Controlling my descent, I keep the legs cradled like a baby. I get head control, bring my knees in. I'm going to be elbow deep on that neck. I can grab the shoulder, cup the armpit, right into side control. Okay? You all right? That wasn't so bad. I didn't put all my pressure on you.
God.
Your dad will do it. We get ready to do it? Everybody need to see it again?
What was the first foot when you're getting out of the? Yeah. Can I see it one more time?
Yep.
Where the first foot goes when you're moving.
Want to go break the guard?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, when you go to break it.
So we're here,
Yeah.
right? One knee goes behind the butt,
Okay.
and then I just step straight back and push down. I'm not posting. Now let's start. Oh, don't scoot away from me. Just pivot. You're running. Are you that afraid? Don't be afraid. I'm not going to hurt you much. All right. So we got the guard, knee behind, step back and push down. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Perfect. All right, get paired up. Let's do it on 2 on 2. Come on, guys, let's go.
I'm gonna work in with these two, of course.
Okay. Let's get after it.
Come to me.
Elbows in. Elbows to, yes. Swim. So Matt, relax your core, right? You're gonna get folded in half. It's not gonna be fun.
Got it.
But he hasn't pulled me
Oh,
towards him.
no.
I'm not on my neck yet.
Oh.
I don't want you on your
No, I'm
neck.
not on. He
Shoulders.
didn't pull me on his lap.
Okay.
That's all.
There you go. Control descent. Good. Yes. So the head, good. Now go to side. Perfect. Elbows tight. Put the medium part of your hands on the hips.
Here's right.
There you go. Line, step back, push down. Good.
Then
Both
elbows
elbows, same
down.
time. Scoop. Yep. So, you see how your hands are all loose? You're grabbing the thighs,
Yeah.
you're pulling his legs apart. Right? Okay. Now we go here. Let me do this together and pinch your elbows.
Okay. Doing circle.
I do this. You can wear this.
Huh?
I said I do this.
Here.
Good. Full front swim.
Hands in.
Good.
This.
Now pinch your elbows. Yes, yes, yes. And when you scoop them up, make sure you stay mid-thigh.
I'm here, you're never gonna do that.
Huh?
You
You don't want
that.
to grip across the knees.
Okay.
That's just me.
Okay.
Right?
Make sure you're in this.
Now, knees to the mouth.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
No, just lean forward. Lean forward, lean forward, lean forward. Now, put your feet behind you and put your butt in the air like you're in a downward dog for yoga.
Okay.
Good.
Then I'm gonna.
So,
Please.
which side are you going to?
That's
I'm gonna grab here.
Thumb in,
Okay.
thumb in. Flip your hand over. There you go.
Kids usually get smashed all day.
You're gonna start walking, so your knees
When
are
I
too
walk
close to the body.
Yeah.
Your toes, you get your butt in the air. Your toes, get your butt in the air. Straight legs. Straight legs. Yes! Now, squeeze one trap.
Okay.
This hand keeps one trap.
Okay. And then
He can handle the pressure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
Okay.
Now start, get your knees, get your legs straight. There you go, now start walking around. Pivot, pivot, yes! Now get up, no, keep the legs.
Okay.
Onto the head.
Okay. Under your head.
Yes, now go to side control. Bring your knees in, bring your knees in. Yes.
Okay.
What a day to come back, right?
Huh? I'm just letting these guys smash me though.
That's good for you. It's better these guys smash you than I smash you.
Huh?
Better that these guys smash you than I smash you.
Absolutely. Absolutely, sir. Oh, yes. I'm just trying to fix you guys smash.
Remember, we don't want hips up at the ceiling. We want them under the shoulders. Pivot, pivot. Yes, sir.
Wow. That's squishy. Yeah.
Okay. She can smash him this time. That's 4 in a row.
Here. You guys got me lightheaded. Good pressure. Very good pressure. Oh, sorry. And then when I come up, I'm going to grab it.
Okay, yesterday took a lot out of me.
Did it?
Dude. I've never done that before. The punch
You
kick.
never done Muay Thai?
Really? Not at all, man. I've never done any punch kick anything in my entire existence.
Well, you weren't here one day? Maybe now.
That's what Griff said.
Our anniversary is coming up in July. After that, we're going to launch the advanced program. So we'll immediately follow adults on Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
So
They're
it's-
probably just Monday, Wednesday.
So that would be 8:30 to
8:39. And then we're also going to launch a kickboxing program. Dates and times to be decided.
When's that gonna start?
Dates and times to be decided.
Oh.
But it'll be starting after the anniversary.
Remember this last time we rolled?
What are you talking about? There's no pressure. There's no pressure. That was half pressure. It's half pressure.
What? Good.
Huh? You want some? You can get some.
I'm going to have you guys scoot this way a little bit. That way, the camera can pick up this.
I give you some of the combat-based purple belt pressure.
Now,
What-
I want
no,
you to be careful
just
with the back
grab.
because
You grab with one.
Because yesterday
That's
I
going to end
was
up being the same.
running my rototiller all day and the day my back's killing
When
me.
they grab.
Well, look at you doing farm stuff. That's why.
So, I did post the first video from Monday on the YouTube channel.
What's the name of the channel?
The Smash Pass Jiu Jitsu.
Okay. I looked for it, I didn't see it.
And you'll see that now. So just look for Smash Pass BJJ.
That's
$25.
25%.
Huh?
That's 25%.
If you just look for
Really?
Smash Pass BJJ, all one word, you'll see the sign, the logo.
Metal plate.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. I wasn't even striking left-handed yesterday at all.
I had to give you shit.
Oh, dude.
Because you
I
don't
saw
ever
that. I
stop.
gotta go to the post.
Because you don't ever stop.
Quit getting so mad at me. Let me be a. Let me be responsible.
Pivot, pivot, pivot. So Matt, watch your weight too, right? If you bring your body weight too far over his center line,
Yeah.
he's gonna sweep you.
Okay.
So you keep your weight on the thigh, and then as you descend, you should be sternum to sternum.
Okay.
Okay? That'll keep you in a really good spot for this. Don't post, just step straight back. You just Straight back. Behind your private back.
It's, oh, okay.
That counts. There we go. Good pivot. Yep, keep going. Good pivot. Don't bring your knees in just yet. Get that, get a leg press. Now bring your knees in and go side. Good. So you said you had your one-on-one Monday.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
It was fun. It was.
Yeah?
It was a lot of the same. He was actually asking about coming here for for gym, but he just showed me stuff for closed guard and game mounted just giving
Cool.
some
Wrist.
Cool. Sure. How long has it been training?
It's you. Just want
He said 3 years. He started before.
No second. Yeah.
He's up blue belt. But I just know because one of the coaches who coaches football with me, it's his son.
Oh, cool.
So I was like, oh my gosh, my son's in town. He's going to be doing some and I guess he trains state police or something.
After you girls, you can hold you back. What's that? You being a good training partner, yo.
All right, one more rep for everybody, then we're going to move on.
You guys are up. Somebody's up.
One more rep for everybody, then we'll move on.
I had to have a pressure talk in my class recently. It's your training partner, give it to him, but don't.
Right. You do not do your training partners a service by being nice, right?
But you also don't do him a service by being too gentle.
Right. Don't be too nice.
Don't be too nice.
You have to apply pressure,
Yeah.
right? You have to apply pressure.
Good pressure.
Thumb in, Doug. Thumb in. There you go. Now pivot, 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 pivot. Yes. Head Douglas. You were doing great, and then you let go of the legs too soon.
I know. I know.
But boss, the legs.
It's because, here's my excuse.
Ooh.
That's the first time I did it on that side.
That's not an excuse. I appreciate you working the opposite side, right? And things are getting a little bit wonky as you work the opposite side, right? So you'll hear people talk all the time, like me. I've got my purple belt side, I'm strong going one way, and I've got my white belt side, right? When I was a white belt, I had my white belt side, and I had my shitty white belt side, right? If you always train one side, and there's nothing wrong with that. Some of the best people in the world are phenomenal only on one side. And they're moderately okay on the other. There's nothing wrong with that. So long as you know how to get yourself in a position where you can be on your dominant side, right? A lot of people I know do not train both sides thoroughly. I don't train both sides thoroughly. But I like to make sure that I can get to my dominant side, right? So you can pick either form of doing technique. You can train both sides equally, or you train one side heavy, one side a little bit. You're going to get the same amount of reps in either way, or you train one side solely until you get so good you can't get it wrong. Then you add your other side later. Make sense?
Well, here's a comment. On that particular move, if I'm inside control, my strong side is their right side, but you taught it to go to their left side. So I'm like, I don't want to be on side control on their left side, but that's the way I just learned it.
So-
I've been repping it. So I need to change so I can
And
get
that's perfectly fine.
back.
If you're adapting to your strong side because you were not working your strong side, we just need to make the correction and drive on. All right. So we also worked re-guard from the bottom side on Monday, right? We're not going to review that one today. We are going to go into a turtle escape from bottom side. So we're in bottom side, we're going to get to turtle, then we're going to do a double leg from turtle, and then, how many of you have rolled with Clayton?
It's just a fake out.
You know that duck out that he does when you get top turtle on him? And it sucks, and he always escapes, and now he scrambles, and he's fast, and it's a pain in the ass to catch him? We're going to do that tonight.
Yeah.
We're going to learn how to do that, so you know what to expect, okay? So, first and foremost, turtle from bottom side. So I'm gonna have my frames, because I don't wanna get crushed, right? Now, when I try to do the re-guard, I'm gonna bring both feet in, I'm gonna big bridge to create the space, right? So what has to happen to make sure that I can do that?
You gotta elbow his face.
Yes, I elbow him in the face. I need to create space and shrimp out. But what happens if he follows me with this knee? I can't get my knee in, right? I may still be bridged and I shrimp and he comes in, but I can't get my knee through, right? So we're gonna pivot. So I get to here, he follows me with this knee, right? I'm gonna take my frame across the neck. This foot stays planted. This hand is now going to start coming down inside, okay? My elbow stays here, my hand starts to dip down. I'm gonna bring this foot underneath and tuck my chin, okay? Here, come to here. While I have my frame in place, I'm going to come up on my knee and my elbow, and right here. Okay? So this movement, I bridge, I shrimp, he follows, right? This hand, windshield wipers under, I tuck my chin. This foot comes underneath, I come up on my shoulder and my head, I'm still framing. Right here. Okay? Does that make sense? This is tricky. It's not going to work right at first. Person on top, give them space to work. Okay? Once we figure out the movements, then we can start applying pressure. We want to be a good training partner, we're going to figure out how to do this stuff. Okay? Do we need to see it again?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're here. Bridge, shrimp, but he follows with the knee. I'm still framing to where he can't crush me, right? Windshield wiper, we come underneath, tuck the chin. A lot of times what happens is we lift our chin and we cross face right here. You will not make, no, keep your hand right here. We cross face right here, right? So if I try coming through, keep this strong. I try coming through, now push me back down. Oh. Now I have no frames and I'm flat. Okay? So we have to tuck our chin to get underneath the arm. Does that make sense?
At the same time as the windshield wiper. And
Windshield wiper, tuck the chin, leg comes under. Okay? Make sense? Let's try it. We're all gonna fuck it up, it's okay. On 2 on 2.
I don't know the right frames for side control. Just here.
Go ahead and put it back. Put it inside.
Whose side do you want? That's fine, yeah, so.
Remove so, this hand is going to go right up here.
Okay.
Remove this hand.
Oh, okay.
So do not put your hand on the pocket of your shoulder with your wrist lock. So keep it put right. This one, your elbow is going to be across the hip. Your forearm is going to be across the hip like that. Okay. As long as you apply pressure, all right, you guys, please elbows. Just keep elbows in your arms.
Yeah.
When you start applying more pressure, keep that elbow. You can still bring it.
I'll fake a
Go ahead and create space.
Definitely want to keep that chin down.
Alright, so we're here. I try to get you off my shrimping.
Bridge,
Shrimp. Follow.
Follow.
Now what you're gonna do,
Hey,
So this hand,
windshield wiper here.
yep, tuck your chin,
start shrimp.
right?
Goes
This goes through, start to
So
pull your hips. So you're
I see
creating
how
pressure
he's
and
cross
you're turning
facing you with this
your
arm right
body to
here?
get on your force.
Now, keep your grip where it was.
And then
Now, this arm is going to windshield wiper under. This foot needs to be a strong post for you. Okay?
Just
Am I
turn
sure
over.
what- now,
You're rolling over to
elbow
go
stays
into.
connected up.
oh,
Here?
Right. Yep.
okay.
Right here. This stay right here.
Say you want me,
And
man.
up some.
Huh?
Okay?
Say you want me.
This is still a frame.
So which side you want me? Don't
Now,
matter.
you're going to get on your left shoulder. left shoulder and your right
You're
foot.
here. Bridge shrimp.
Hip up.
Can't get out.
This is what's gonna come under, you're gonna start going belly
Windshield
down.
wiper.
Hip up, like,
Yeah, but you're gonna go belly down with your head
And
inside.
tuck your chin.
Tuck your
And
chin.
Put this leg,
Yeah.
that leg goes under here.
Your shoulder
under?
and your left elbow.
so like this.
Start swiveling your hips to go on your belly.
Pivot, turn your hips towards the mat. But keep.
Like that?
okay, yeah, okay.
This
I'm
is
just
a
going,
tricky
yeah,
movement, right? Watch me. Watch me. So I'm here, right? I shrimp.
Yeah.
Swing down here.
Yeah.
Elbows on the mat. So swing down.
Yeah.
On my shoulder.
On
This comes through, right?
Yeah.
Comes through. To my head. Okay. Okay. It's a tricky movement.
You guys have both done it? Yeah.
On the other side.
I'm sorry. You let me in.
Yep. Tuck your chin. Now pick your hip up off the mat so that you move your body. So, yep. Tuck it under. Yep. Yes, 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 that's good. Good, good, good.
Raise your butt up and put your head in your
Yep, put your temple on the mat.
Yeah.
And you're gonna use your head like part of a tripod.
Okay.
That's a key part to it, is using your head as a tripod.
So now, from this one, you're doing this one on.
Chin, pick your butt up off the ground. Chin under. Yes, 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 yes.
So. Something's wrong.
Oh, no.
Something's wrong. Something's wrong.
All right,
You're supposed to be
reset,
an elbow,
reset.
right? Reset.
Get your frames in.
We're here.
Yeah.
Bridge shrimp. Towers. I go.
So we're not swimming all the way out, we're swimming straight under.
Okay, so right
Okay, so
here.
your elbow's still a frame.
Okay, I got
Tuck your chin,
the chin.
pick your butt up, tuck in, tuck in, tuck in. Now, you see how you picked your left foot up? You screwed yourself.
Okay.
So that post needs to stay there. So keep the post on the floor, keep your hip up. When you pivot through, go to your forehead. Go to your forehead. Now bring your elbows in and go to your knees and elbows. There you go, right there. It's a tricky movement till you get the flow down. Okay? I'll tell you what, everybody stop what you're doing. Give yourselves a little bit of room, and we're gonna practice this movement. All right? Because this is the easiest thing to screw up. Okay? So we're just gonna go from here. We're on our side. We've already done our shrimp, right? So we're here. We're gonna pivot our arm down. Get on your shoulder and your foot. This leg swings under, and our forehead goes to the mat. Right? Then we bring our knees under, we go to our elbows, and we're here. Okay? Let's do it again. We're already on our side. They already chased us, right? So our frames, we're on our shoulder. Swing the arm down. Get on our shoulder, swing the leg under, and we're going to walk our body around. Head goes to the mat, knees come in, lower elbows. Okay? Again, it's a tricky move, but it's something you've probably never done in your life.
So your head doesn't move once you pin it, right? It's just a pivot point.
It's a pivot point. And if you look, here's the hip line of my opponent, right? I'm here. Swing, up, pivot through. I end up perpendicular where I was parallel. Okay? Yes?
How much pressure should you put on your forehead, or should it all be on the shoulder?
Depends how strong your neck is. If you got a strong neck, use it as another leg. If you don't have a strong neck, use it just as a pivot point and have your weight on your shoulder.
So when you're here, when you put your head down, at the same time as you kick your leg through,
Yep,
and your head's going on this side of your arm?
yep. Yep, yep. Okay? The great thing is that you can do this under pressure. Because as Brian is setting this up, right? Go ahead. He's gonna bridge, I block, right? So now he's gonna start, he's gonna pivot the arm under, right? He's gonna start to swing through. I've got his face blocked right here. So as he moves his body out and he walks around, I start applying pressure. Go ahead and finish. He's still in turtle, right? I'm still applying pressure.
That's actually a lot of pressure.
What's that?
Well, not that you were putting a ton of pressure, but to be able to complete the movement after we got to here, got this down. To
Now
here.
remember, you're going to be pivoting your body around as well. So most of the weight is still on your shoulders, right? Good point. So if I get to right here, right, and he's cross facing me, right? I get to here, I pivot through, I tuck my chin, he's pressuring, right? Boom. Yeah, he's pressuring the whole time. He's applying pressure. This is an effective escape to turtle from side control if you're under a bigger guy. Now you're going to come to a point where you're trying this on somebody and you cannot get there. The first thing that you have to fix is to tuck your chin. Because most people get stuck with their chin on the forearm because they didn't tuck before they started to move. Right? If that cross face is in deep, you're just going to get flattened back out. So you've got to tuck your chin when you start to move so that you don't get flattened back up. Okay? Let's practice on 2 1 2. I always like doing this against a line of hands, trying to make sure that I'm getting perpendicular.
Stay on the elbow.
Big bridge. Block it.
Really
Swing
go.
down. This is a post. Right? And you're holding the hip. As you walk. Yes, just like that.
Clean your head and
Just like
to the
that.
mat.
Yeah.
Forward to the mat and then
Yeah. And all of the weight stays on your shoulders, so your lower body doesn't move around.
you have to get the strength.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right through. Out of it.
It's a good one.
It's not bad, right? Shrimp. Follow. So, you want to be on your side, right? Because you already shrimp. Right? Tuck your chin. Swing that arm under. Pivot your hips. Pivot your hips. Keep coming, keep coming. Come up, come up, come up, come up. There you go.
Why is it, I don't feel like I have this strength.
Because you're moving your body in a method that you've probably never done.
Okay, I'm here,
Uh-huh.
right? When I come up,
Kick your leg out.
Kick that leg
No,
through.
this way.
I'm
Swing
here,
it through.
Yeah,
Yep.
all right.
When you swing as you swing it through,
you know?
you're pivoting your hips towards the mat, and then
My
you're
drive
using your
is
post
so
leg to
stupid.
drive your hips up in
This
the
way?
air. Yep. And push your hips up in the air so you get to your knees, right?
I'm not turning.
Right, you've got to turn and make sure you're getting perpendicular to where you work. Okay? That's why I like practicing this movement on a line in the mats.
That was really helpful.
You line up to where you're parallel with that line, and then you make yourself perpendicular to it by moving your body. Guys, if you want to take a couple of minutes and just practice that movement, that's how important that movement is. Just practice it on a line. We'll take a few minutes for you to practice. Because unless you do that movement down, and here, right, back up just a little bit so you can see the line. Okay. Right? Yeah. Yes, 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 just like that. Just like that. Now come back, right? Right? You can try it on the line a little bit. Or sure, I want you on your side.
So this should be facing that way.
That foot. Supposed to. It's turned toward. Okay. Yes. Now I'm here, all right? Now tuck your chin out. Good. Through.
Tuck your chin.
When you do that, my weight can only go on your shoulders.
Okay.
Okay? I can't pin your hips because I'm here.
perpendicular.
Okay?
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
And this movement isn't when we're
It
gonna take our
is.
time with. Once we get the flow down, we're gonna do up, right? Then we're a turtle, then they have to react to that. Okay?
Thank you.
You wanna just try again?
Try it on the line, Doug.
Huh?
Try it on the line with him.
One more. Okay.
Do that. Do the line makes a huge difference. Like if you're like to be aware to get the move correct in time, that is, it's smart. Smart.
I like it. Tuck your chin. Yes. Pivot your body, Doug. Pivot, pivot, pivot. So you want to make sure that you're coming around so that you're perpendicular to your line. Okay? So all that is for you is just once you bring that leg through, just walk your body a little bit. Okay?
Okay.
You're almost there. You're almost there. And I'm not saying you wouldn't be successful on a 45. You'll just be more successful at a 90. So a couple more practices with this movement, then we'll go on to the next technique.
Could we get a minute? Well, I gotta run something with you. We were doing. And one of my
That was
students
pretty good.
did this sit out during the almost like I was doing it and stopped it.
Interesting.
And man,
That's
why I want to let me just run this like Tom or somebody. Okay.
I thought drop the arrow. Put this one.
A bunch of white folks experimenting everything. Keep your feet up.
That's right.
Keep your elbow up.
Get in there. Get
Elbow
your
high.
elbow up.
Good.
Get you some of them reps in, dog.
Big post on your foot. Yep. No, stop. You picked your foot up, right?
This one?
No, you picked your left foot up. That's your post. That's your anchor. That's got to stay there. Yep. Now tuck your chin.
I can just do this straight up.
Now, walk your body around. Walk your body around. Towards me. Towards me. This way. You want to end here. Okay? It'll take some time. It will. This is one of those ones where I do not expect mastery even after the first couple of them. Okay?
What is this called?
It's the turtle escape from bottom side control.
3 years, maybe?
Maybe.
You good riding?
Yeah, I'm good. I keep coming out on small angles and it's taking me off.
So do I, but all it is just recognizing where you are, making sure you
inside.
walk.
Yeah.
Because again, it's not that you won't be successful on 45, right? You'll be more successful because when we get there, we're going to want to see how they're going to respond to us. That'll dictate what our next move is.
Yeah.
Right? So what's nice with this, guys, if we're all starting to get comfortable with that movement, we'll move on, okay? If you want a couple more minutes to practice that movement, that's fine, just say so. If not, we're gonna move on, and then you can practice some after class, okay? The next thing we're gonna do is a double leg from turtle, okay? You say, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, double leg from turtle. So it goes right along with this escape, right? Remember, the customer's always right. That's why we have two techniques that follow up going into turtle from bottom side control. We're going to do a double leg, and then we're going to do a duck out, which is going to give us top turtle position. Okay? The first one, it's going to depend on what they do once we get to turtle, right? If they stay with their weight on our shoulders, right, then we're over the double. If they transition their weight from our shoulders to the middle of our back with both of their hands around our waist, then we're going to duck out. If they stay on our shoulders, we will not be ducking out because they will have head control and we'll be walking into a choke, which is bad juju, right? But if both arms go around above our shoulders, or I guess below our shoulders for our feel, then we duck out and we take top turtle, okay? So, everyone, borrow you please. I get the turtle. Griffin's got his chest between my shoulders, right? At this point, he can throw a seat belt on, so this hand could go under my head, right? and he could connect his hands, which defeats my ability to step out, right? What it does not defeat is my ability to trap this leg, step to the side, tap the knee, and push through for a double leg. And you can do this on either side depending on which way their arms are oriented, okay? So again, I'm here, his weight is on my shoulders, right? If this is the overhand, I'm obviously not going this direction because he can just stop me, right? This hand comes around, and I'm going to move my knee in and step, tap the outside knee, drive straight in, and go to side control myself. Make sense? We good? Practice on 2 on 2. Just start from turtle.
So starting turtle. Yep.
Up to you.
Actually, I think what
Yeah.
Let's move back a little bit.
This.
Wait, am I doing all right?
tap the outside knee, there you go, push through.
Just how you.
Yep, you're fine. Yep, you're good right there.
From here, look for a single first, then tap the knee.
Yeah, so you're gonna take a bit of a step to your right.
We can do either way.
Take a step to your right, and cut a little bit of an angle. Tap, tap the outside knee,
Then drive forward.
and then drive forward. Boom. So, ideally, I want you to take a little more of an outside step with that.
Okay. Am I
Then when
leaving
you
my
push
knee on the
through-
ground or am I?
So you can leave the knee on the ground, or you can take a step and slide.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how.
But ideally, when we do that, tap the
The
outside
reason
knee,
you do
hold,
that,
we're gonna come up with our chest on the outside hip.
you remember that little joke you learned, right?
I'm sorry, it'd be the inside hip. one.
If I get something like this,
Yeah.
you're gonna
Okay,
get
you understand
choked.
what I'm saying?
So that's.
So you gotta protect your neck, yes. So I mean,
So I'm here, right?
like this,
Yeah. So then
is this the
I'm-
side
there,
you wanna go
right?
to, or do you want me to?
So
switch?
I'm gonna
No,
go
this is-
here,
So then I'm
Like
going
that.
to.
right?
Yeah.
See how I
Not
slide
with
around
that
a
one,
little
because
bit?
I'm gonna push
Okay.
you away with
Tap
my
here.
arm. Oh,
Start driving.
yep.
Boom. I'm gonna come up.
Here.
We're gonna just transition all the way through.
And then
Okay?
grab this
I
leg.
don't want to pull you to me and then go the opposite way. My head is here, because I lose control.
Okay.
Okay? If I get to here, right, and my head is here,
Same
and I
way.
start coming around, just push my head,
This way.
push my head and shrink away.
Alright, so push it around.
I just lost everything, right? But if I get to here, right, my head is here, and I go this way, right, you're just getting flat, okay? Right? Griffin, why are you going to the strong arm?
Start pivoting that way.
See how you have room there? Yes. Now stay there. Now climb up, move around. There you go.
Not back, to keep your legs way far away.
Oh, okay.
Not way far away.
I get what you're saying. I was like up next to you, which is not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Well, that's what they allow.
Yeah.
You know, you're not gonna get it if they're playing properly. but-
Yeah, but you don't need any extra help. You got it.
Yes.
Is that right?
Touch corner, touch corner, touch corner. Good. Tap and go. Good. Good. What's that? Where's your weight at? Did you go to the strong arm or the weak arm?
I went to the right side.
Okay.
I was wondering what
Oh,
happened.
yeah.
There's nothing to do with it.
So there's.
Well, then you're not-
He did
Stuck out to the weak side.
He was not like, he was ready.
You know, because I've done it too many damn times.
And the only way I was able to get around that, the same arm anymore, was to be able to turn the corner.
Yeah,
That's way harder to turn.
It is.
Not
It
here.
is. Especially if you got somebody who's gonna be scrolling and scrambling. Then immediately abandon that. I'm gonna bring it up.
Does it matter which, depending on
Right.
the seatbelt,
Your
which side
weight as
they
much as
use,
possible.
negative?
Yes.
So
You're gonna go to the weak side. All right, guys, time. So there's gonna be a couple of things that dictate how we react to this, right? Thing one, the side that we go to is gonna be dictated by how their arms are. first and foremost, I'm never going to move myself in the direction of a choke. Make sense? But, so if I'm here, right, and this hand is in, boom. What happens if he goes towards that arm? He's setting up a choke. He's digging his neck deeper into my arm, right? So he's going to go where there's space, which is to the weak side arm, the one that's blocking his hip. Now, a question is brought up, what happens if the person that you're with sprawls? Can you reach their leg easy? No, you can't, right? It's going to be out of reach for most people. Shane might be able to get you, but he's got those orangutan arms, right? His arms are longer than his legs. It's crazy.
So weird. So
Right?
weird.
So he may be able to get you, but for the most part, if somebody sprawls, we're not going to do this, right? Remember, the customer's always right. We try to limit the outcomes so that we know how to branch off and do what we need to do. Every now and again, you're going to get thrown a ball or thrown a curve, right? So plan A is not going to friggin' work. They came up with some way to stymie him, right? So in that instance, I'm here, right? I go to step through this way, and he sprawls. Then he told us keep your leg back. Well, I'm not going to go that way anymore, right? That's just silly. So I'm just going to sit here. He'll get tired eventually. He'll have to move, right? As he starts coming back in, I can dart for it, right? Or I can start to shift a little bit, right? I can attack his hands. If I attack his hands and I duck in, well, now his grip is below my shoulders on both sides, right? This is where option 2 comes in. So again, what I did, get your grip. He's got the seatbelt, right? I went to go for my double leg. He sprawled, which kind of sucks. So right now, with him sprawling, he's in a position where all his weight's on me. So I grab his hands and I break it apart and I duck through, right? Now his weight shifts below my shoulders and both of his arms are on my chest, right? So what can we do from here?
Just like step out.
I'm going to grab the leg, but he's just going to grab a hold of me tighter, right? Which is not going to be very effective for either one of us. It just looks like two white belts that don't know what the hell they're doing. And we're better than that. We have more style, right? So what I want to do, I'm going to trap a hand right here on the inside of the knee, right? I'm going to post this foot, and I'm going to step through and lift my head high. So, stay strong. Hold your back on your knees. All right, so I'm here. Post, step through. If he insists on hanging on, he's going over.
It's on your ear.
Am I leaking?
Nope.
Okay, good.
Took a chunk out, did you?
Oh yeah, dude. Did you see the post I
saw
put?
that.
It was gnarly.
I didn't see what
It's
happened.
the chunk of head he took out.
Oh my.
How'd that happen?
Shaving. So with that gone, I am not going to have somebody on my back of my head anymore. So this duck through, if they're if their weight is back here, most of the time they're not going to be gripped like this. A grappler is not going to get a body lock with their arms below your shoulders. Okay, it's just not going to happen. You're expending too much energy on grips that don't do shit. Most of the time, they're going to be here, trying to block your hip, or blocking both hips. Okay? That make sense? But their weight's going to be back here. Now, who's done this kind of duck out before? You have?
Like a like a
Yeah,
wrestling
the sit
dugout?
through.
I've had
The
it
sit
done
through.
to me 47 times.
Is that something like you learn in high school wrestling?
Yes, it's a wrestling move.
Yes.
It's the one that Clayton does to us all the damn time.
I'm gonna find us an effective counter
He,
for it.
he taught it
Do
to
my
me,
job.
and now I don't let that particular thing happen.
So if I'm here, right, and I've got my weight is above his shoulders for me, but below his shoulders for him, right? If I've got head control, he's not going to do this. because I've got a connection, it's grips, right? If I'm here, which way are you gonna duck out?
This way.
Okay, so you're gonna post, sit out, post to this knee, post the knee on that, post, then you're gonna pivot around and take top turtle. Oh, you went the wrong way.
Sorry.
You're all right. So, if I'm here, right? No, you're good, back up. Okay. If I'm here, right, I'm going to post high, elbow comes high, head comes high, tap my hip on the mat, this knee posts, I come right up into back curl, okay? So go light pressure on the back of the head so I don't get blood on this. Alright, so I'm here, okay? I'm going to hand on the mat, post and look high, sit, and I'm right back here. Okay? Does that make sense? Again, this is an odd movement for most of us. We've never done shit like this. Here, post, tap, pivot on the knee. Here, you can cup the knee, right? Post, tap, sit through. Okay? I know, it's weird. You ready to try it? On 2 on 2. Light pressure till we get it sorted out.
You want me to run it first? Yeah. Yeah, so
Both of them, body lock.
You don't worry about body lock. You're not gonna have a body lock.
Are you going, he's gonna be sprawled?
You can be sprawled or on your knees, it doesn't matter.
So, okay, so I come out like this.
Yep. Same side arm, you're gonna raise high, Doug, and get your head up from under. So you can look up high.
And then I turn that way.
Yep.
You sit through your tongue to your knees.
No, you stayed under his
I
arm.
come up to my knees.
Close.
Around. I'm in back turtle now.
You were close.
I think I'm supposed to probably
Here, come here.
I'll let you do it again. So
Yeah, sure. Many times we gonna run it, right?
So I'm here, right? Which way are you going? This side or this side?
Reach that.
All right, so with this hand, you're gonna come high, get your head out,
Hand on the back.
head out.
Post out.
Now, this foot, you're gonna come through, boom. Now, on that same leg, on your left knee, pop back up and circle behind me.
Play top
Pop up and circle
turtle,
behind me.
play top turtle.
Yes, right there. Perfect.
You wanna give it a shot?
Just like that. Okay?
You wanna go from the start
Make
of
sense?
the move, or do you just want
Yeah,
to when I
makes
have
sense.
It's weird, right?
no, you can.
But it's another one, you don't have to have a
So start
shitload of
with this
strength
and
to
you're
break
gonna
it, just set
Okay,
frames.
so you're there, and we're gonna put this.
As long as you got mechanical
Now-
frames, it doesn't matter how much pressure they're putting.
this top hand that's across your collar, you have to break that right.
That.
There you go.
Here,
Slide your hand through.
Right? Which way are you going? This side or this side?
Don't know, dude. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh, you're good.
So,
I forget. So
once this hand goes to the inside of my knee, you don't have to. Boom. Oh, good.
You're gonna just go from the side of it.
This elbow goes high, get your head up. Tap this hip on the mat over here. Yes. Now pop up on your left knee.
On the mat.
You're at your right knee.
Sit
Your
up
right knee.
over it.
Come around.
Just
like that.
Back here, take top turtle.
Okay?
Yeah.
So now,
Okay.
go back.
So it's a little slower. Just one more.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
You
so.
wanna start from here?
Yeah.
Post this foot. Elbow high. Elbow high. Boom. Now pop up. Pop up.
Through.
Now that part you've got to move. Okay? You don't want to go
Okay.
slow with it.
It's hard because it's like it's a
My weight's supposed to be on you when you duck out. I'm
swinging
here.
around.
I fall to mat.
There's a lot of matches.
You have a small window of opportunity to capitalize on that and take top turtle. So that's why we're here, right? Trap, post, through, tap, and go.
Come up.
Once
I
you
see.
get the movement down, I don't want you
Keep
to tap
tapping,
and
I'm
go.
gonna shuck it
Go.
away anyway.
Well, I'm realizing I was holding on too long and it's twisting me like this.
Oh, yeah, well, because if you're even there and I notice this,
Yeah.
I might take you to side or mount as well.
So that's why I would be sitting back for it on my way. Okay.
Yeah,
You get it?
So yeah.
because I can take you over in like 400 ways. I could set up a fireman from there, now that I think about it.
What do you have?
What's that? Don't worry about the arm. Elbow high. Elbow high. Yes. Get your head out.
Take as much pressure
Head
off
up.
as I can.
Boom. Now pop up.
Okay.
There you go. Good. Alright, so Do that again.
You're strong a little bit.
So if he's got a headlock, you're not gonna do this.
Yes.
Body. There we go. Step. Stop. You mind? Okay, so remember, step and post. Step and post. This elbow goes high. Keep his arm out of the way. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Elbow goes high. Look to the ceiling. Now, bring your leg through, tap that hip, and then post on that same knee. Tap the hip, post the knee. Yes, just like that. Once you get the movement down, that tap of the hip is no longer needed. It's an intermediate step to get you to move your body in the right direction. Okay? Once you get that movement down, you're gonna step through and go right to your knee and pop up. You won't be tapping the hip anymore. That hip tap is just to get your brain working on getting you to sit and then come up. Okay?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I need a back height.
Like a pine tar or something.
Need that Dr. Spot pine top. That's right. That looked good there. That looked good.
I gotta wash something off my hand.
Okay.
I think the mat tape bit me.
So try this with me.
Post high, elbow high, elbow high. There we go. Sit. Up, there we go. Now we're cooking with gas, baby. Elbow high, elbow high. Yes. Now pop up on that knee and spin around. Pop up on the knee. Pop up on the knee, spin around. There we go. So when you go to turtle on somebody, right? When I pop around and go to turtle, right? My knee's posted on the mat. I spin around, this knee stays down because I'm bracing his hip. Switch your feet. Switch your feet. I want you to switch your feet. Okay? So that movement here, right? I'm gonna cup, right? I'm gonna post it high, right? Tap, this knee's already in place, right? Here, so all I'm gonna do is pop up, stay to here. Okay? That leg that's behind it, I'll lock those hips.
Grab my ear across your gate.
Take your mind off the nachos, boy.
Post. Post that leg, right? So rewind. You started to sit through without posting. You've got to create the space. There we go. Now sit. Boom.
Yeah, sure.
On that knee. Spin.
I mean, it's gonna look kind of the same, but I'll distribute some weight over here instead.
Kid, that was nasty.
Just move your arms away.
Yeah, you know, cook yourself up.
Wash your hands.
That happened before?
Oh, I tapped because I broke off.
First time.
So, can you show me one where you start with the seatbelt grip and I break it?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. You wanna go to the other side with that one?
Sure. You start in here, and then when I go to break this, am I just pulling it down?
Yep, you can chew on one if you want it.
And then that, oh, and then that's what makes it so I
And then you have this scenario, yes.
Use a
Elbow high.
I'll have the one too far away.
That's alright. It's because it keeps.
I know you like it clean, so
Why we
that's
grill.
how I was wondering, I use a blade, don't I?
I do. Well, actually, there's a heck of 7 blades on it. And they go
See,
fucking
see what I
micro
can get.
wires runs over. So every now and again, because the motion will just catch and it'll bite. And that's how it gets hard. New skin is liquid finger. Because like everything else in meditation is controlling based and it burns.
Feels
on
great.
the skin.
I like that.
We'll get some
nimble.
Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow after your
Ready for more? You need a break. Alright.
Yeah. We're getting there. This is another one of those movements that is going to be tricky to get a hold of, right? But once you do, it's going to be money. And if I can get everybody doing this against Clay, it'll be gold. Right?
Because you're smashing.
Keep practicing when he's not here.
That's right.
You don't know what's coming.
Where's
Oh, when I put him in spider.
What's that?
Where's the?
I'm not sure. I know his wife's pregnant, and like getting very pregnant.
Hello.
What's that?
Yeah.
That might even
Yeah,
happen.
that is
Yeah.
their first one.
Oof. Oof.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a busy man. Wait till he comes in here from one night of his first night of asleep. Baby up.
Yep.
He's either gonna be limp or rather aggressive.
Right. Sit through it, right?
Screwed it up.
It's okay. It's all right. You recognized it because you felt like it was out of place, right?
I know.
That's progress, though, Doug. It is.
You
It's
know,
progress.
you know what? When you're learning this, you're thinking about different mechanics, and you're focused on something else, and you forget.
I just didn't sit through far enough.
Get it down and then, okay, I want
On
to
your
tweak it a
kick
little bit. I
first.
want to
Yes.
focus on my arm, and I forget to swing my leg.
Because I
That's okay.
started.
That's natural.
training, got with my
That's natural. That's learning technique in jiu-jitsu. It happens at purple belt, it happens at brown belt, it happens at black belt. When you're learning something new. There we go. Trying to bug yourself?
Yes.
I've seen so many people get forearm fractures for trying that buggy choke. It's
Stupid.
ridiculous.
Early on in my class, kids would just come up to me and be like, "Coach, what night are you teaching buggy chokes?" No, I'm not.
Yeah.
It's just
So
stupid.
you hurting yourself?
I've seen people blow out their knee.